We'll start with prayers. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhobhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There's one more mantra I normally recite, and that mantra is for making the online participants turn on their videos. Automatically. Unki इच्छा के बिना it will turn on. I'm yet to memorize that. So you all can please turn on your videos. Okay, so last time we were discussing from 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, demoniac and divine nature. That's what we were discussing. And this is a series which started in Forest County. Something more than 2 years back. Unfortunately, we're still going on. And one of the person who's been very consistent is our Anand Prabhu from Forest County. The husband of Rani Mataji would come last time. So he has been very, very consistent in this, I can see. And many more have been coming regularly. And many new devotees got attached to this forum also. Welcome everybody. Hare Krishna. The 16th chapter. Very nice. They have the Bhagavad Gita ready. So one may ask a question. Last time we were discussing many things and for some of them it was the first class. And right in the first class, it was like punches and beatings of Lord Krishna. Of course, Krishna has spoken many sweet things before, but somehow our introduction hi aisi hua. We started from this particular 16th chapter where Krishna is speaking so much about demoniac culture, demoniac nature, right? And in fact, Krishna clearly says to Arjuna that I have spoken so many sweet things. Abhi thoda kadwa bitter medicine bhi jana chahiye thoda, right? So he's speaking about this 16 chapters, the demoniac qualities. But one thing you have to understand that this is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita means the song of God, and God's song is always sweet. Yes, and sometimes people say, "Ah, kya madhur vani hai." It is so sweet. Itne madhurya se gaya. It was so very sweet that people sang. So God sings, it is definitely sweet, right? Kadwa cheez bhi sweet hi lagta hai. But somehow we are discussing from a very heavy section. So I request you all to please understand that why Krishna has spoken this is because these demoniac tendencies are there somehow. And we have to root it out, we have to take it out. That is the whole purpose of this. That's why we are discussing this. So we can start with, I think we paused last time on 8. Yes. Good. We have a good bookmark. It's nice. Okay, so we go to the 9, right? Let's all recite. Please repeat after me. Etam drishtim avashtabhya nashtatmanolpabhuddaya prabhavantyugra karmana shayaya jagato hitaha. Okay. So here Lord Krishna is mentioning few things. The first thing he is mentioning is what kind of vision do these people have? Yeah. Because throughout the entire scriptures, a person is considered to be spiritually advanced, or any kind of advance or any kind of nature of a person is associated with a vision of that person. Persons vision. Just like when Krishna described who's a Pandit. Now this word Pandit appears very nice. People see this Choti Shika and call Pandit Ji. Many they immediately call. Oh, Pandit Ji, kaise Pandit Ji, Pandit Ji. Everyone calls this Pandit. Just look at, they think that everyone with a shikha, with a tuft of hair is called Pandit. But this Pandit has a very deep meaning in Bhagavad Gita. In the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, sloka number 18, Krishna tells who is a Pandit. So one day I had gone to one school to give a class, and the person who was introducing me, I gave a nice introduction. ऐसे ही कुछ दिया था, अच्छा introduction दिया था, and madam जो थी, with due respect, वो केबिन में भूल गई introduction, and then she went to the stage and she was like, sir मैं introduction भूल गई, क्या करूँ? मैंने बोला जो याद है बता दो. Okay, so one Pandit ji has come and he's going to speak something about God. Okay, so please listen attentively. No, this is the best introduction I ever got. She called me a Pandit. I'm not. Pandit has some deep meaning in Shastra. Arey, Pandit ji has come. Arey, baapre. And some of the kids couldn't control their laughter. They were all laughing like दबा दबा के हंस रहे थे. मैंने बोल दिया पहले खुल के हंस लो 2 मिनट, उसके बाद बात करते हैं. They were not laughing at me. They were laughing at that word Pandit ji. उनको भी पता लगा कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया करके. Because they saw my expression. मेरे 12 बज गए जैसे. So one Pandit ji has come. What? Pandit ji has come. So Krishna tells who is a Pandit? Pandit is based on vision. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni. He's become humbled with knowledge. Vidya Vinaya Sampanni, Brahmane, a Brahmana, Gavi, a cow, Hastini, an elephant. Shuni Chaiva, a dog, Swapakecha, one who eats a dog. Pandita Samadarshina, he has an equal vision to everyone. Because he doesn't see the body, he sees the soul in the body. And such a person is called Pandit. So Pandit, this word Pandit is defined by his vision. Very nice. Shank baj gaya iske upar. These are all some background music which our kids and online participants keep entertaining us with. So vision. So similarly here Krishna is defining a demon with the kind of vision that person has. Okay, so what is this person's vision? Etam drishtim. This is his vision. Avashtabhya, which means this person has established this kind of vision. Nashtatmano. So his vision is Nashtatmana, how to destroy the soul. Now, Prabhuji, 2nd chapter to padha hai humne. Soul cannot be destroyed. फिर क्या नष्टात्मानो ये क्या है? Now, may say, have you heard this word Atmahatya? You heard this word? Atmahatya. What is Atmahatya? Suicide. But suicide करने से आत्महत्या हो जाती है? You kill the soul, soul doesn't die. Then why is it called Atmahatya? Atmahatya means you got an opportunity where your Atma can become free from this material existence. This human body is a facility. It's an opportunity where you can connect to God. That's called yoga. So instead of doing yoga, what this fellow has done is done too much bhoga. Because of the result of bhoga, he's got so much frustrated that he's only seeing fan and rope as the option. That is called as Atma Hatya. Of course, soul doesn't die, but in this context, Atma Hatya means practically this fellow is not interested in connecting to God. As a result, he has gone away from God. Because a person who commits suicide, what to speak of human body, does not get any body for next how many years, pata nahi. We don't know. Yes. So that is practical in practical sense, Atma Hatya, because he's gone away from God. Acha chance mila tha, human body mila tha. Yes, and do this. What is this? So Nashtatmano means this person has a vision to somehow or the other do those activities which are self-destructive. So he has a self-destructive vision. This person looks at, suppose he looks at liquor. Wow, बढ़िया है. Why? Self-destructive vision. खुद का मजा आएगा. Don't worry. ले लो. That is what is an asura. Asura means what? Asu means quickly. Raman. One wants quick gratification. Instant gratification is called asura. Nashtatmanu. One may say, come on, it's going to give us a nice kick. Yes, temporary kick. Jink Shanachi, what Marnachi. There was a huge poster of a very handsome person. This handsome person, very nicely looking, and he was taking this tobacco like this before and after. Afterwards, that fellow, he became very miserable, and there was a big ulcer that had developed. Yes, a big ulcer had happened. He was crying. It created a hole in his mouth. So Jink Shanashi got a temporary kick, but what Maranachi? He got that. So if you see such kind of people go for instant gratification, which gives a kick, but later on long term mein, it's a big nuksan. Can you give more examples? What is this Nashtatmano kind of things? What is that? Self-destructive habits. Anyone?
Like driving too fast a car, maybe. Right? You get
Exactly.
instantly, but then next moment it could be
Good one. Speed thrills, but kills. If you especially go on this Mumbai-Pune highway, you'll find a lot of quotes. Drive slowly, your family is waiting for you. If you want to marry, divorce speed. ऐसा कुछ some quotes like this. बहुत सारे quotes होते हैं, interesting quotes they put. So if you want to marry, then divorce speed. Otherwise, you will not live. ऐसा करके very quotes. Yes. Anyone else? Any other example of this Nashtatman? How this kind of people get into this self-destructive habits? Yeah, which not just destroyed the body, but the soul. Yes. Yes. Alcohol, मेरा example था. Yes. Anyone else? Anything else? Obsessive to OTT. Arey wow. Amazing. OTT, over the top. And eventually you'll go over the top and you look down. कूद सकता हो कि नहीं? Over the top. OTT. पहली बार तो there was some student talking, bro, you OTT and all that. Hey, रुको, you OTT क्या है? Then I understood. Over the top. Where over the top? They're going to take you. Or kitna? Drugs. Yes, drugs. So about drugs also. Once what had happened was there was one of my friends. He had gone to college to preach, to give a seminar. So he went to the college. His introduction was also read. And he looked at the audience. And they were all sitting like this. He thought, let me cheer them up. So after some time, what did he do? He asked them question. Normally we do that. Energy booster question. Just like I did right now. And they were not giving any answer. They were still looking like that. They said, okay, I'll tell a joke. So he cracked a joke. And then he was expecting they would. कुछ नहीं. They were still like this. Then जितने भी joke आते थे सब joke मारे. Whatever joke he knew, all jokes he told one by one. Still they were waiting. Then he called up the professor वगैरह कोई दिखाई नहीं दे रहा था. He called the peon. इधर ये भाई साहब क्या problem है? What is wrong with these people? जैसे ये सब लोग सबके सब they're all high. High हो गए. So then he came and told Prabhuji, we have sadhana bhakti. When you do sadhana bhakti, there is something called raganuga bhakti. Raganuga means that you become a very spontaneous devotee of God. You spontaneously love God. That's called raganug. But today I got darshan of dragganug. So there are raganug and there are dragganugas. The dragganugas. So like the self-destructive habits. So often the demoniac propensity, it drags you towards self-destructive habits, which doesn't destroy your body. It also destroys your opportunity to associate with God. That's why it is called self-destructive. Nashtatmano alpa buddhaya. They have very less intelligence. Alpa buddhi. If somebody, this alpa buddhi is something which is very common. It will, hey, buddhi nahi hai kya? Don't you have brains? Don't you have intelligence? Like that people ask question, right? So demoniac people have alpa buddhi, and main reason they have alpa buddhi is because they are not utilizing the human form of life. Very correct. What is to be done? Are usko alpa buddhi hai. You call this person. There was one person I met. How many of you tasted this Mohantal? Sweet Mohantal? Tasted? आप सबको खिलाना पड़ेगा लगता है Mohantal. It's a very intoxicating sweet of Gujarat. So we were coming back from Somnath to Pune. So on the way, there was we had friends in Surat, and we'd asked for some prasadam. And these wonderful friends, they had made what not, baapre, olo, rotlo, and khichdi, and chips, and parathas, and so many things. मुझे लगता है पूरे train के लिए बना दिया. And then they had given a full box of mohantal. I said, ये क्या है? फैक्ट्री सब लगा के रखा है क्या? You know, mohantal नहीं तो लेके जाइए, पुणे तक लेके जाइए. Yes, yes. We'll be distributing to all the trains. So they had come on the station and given us. So some mohantal remained. So we had break journey. We were from Somnath, Ahmedabad to Mumbai to Pune. Like that. That was a break journey. Very exciting. और हर जगह उतर के कीर्तन किया स्टेशन पे. We were doing कीर्तन in station. मुंबई पे तो we visited Juhu temple and came back. ऐसा बहुत सारा एडवेंचर क्लोज में अंदर गए और ट्रेन निकली. ऐसा सब एडवेंचर करते हैं हम लोग. कृष्णा है ना. So when we were coming back from Mumbai to Pune, so that time there was one person. It was very common for me. So one person looking at me, my face. ऐसे करके is looking. So I also, when I looked at him, immediately nazar चुरा लिया. Then again I saw him. I caught him looking at me like this, and again he did that. So third time I only spoke. Hare Krishna, hello, and all that. And the first question he asked, आप लोग शादी करते हैं क्या? And this is not first time for me. This is not first time for me, of course. ये आप लोग सब शादी करते हैं क्या? बोला मैं ब्रह्मचारी हूँ. ये लोग सब शादी करेंगे. I told. I just told casually. We will explain everything. कि नहीं हम लोग शादीशुदा लोग नहीं है अभी. We are all ये सब boys की यात्रा है, youth है. Yes. So like that. We didn't explain anything like that. I said they all will get married. I don't get married. I am taken saffron. Okay. Then again he asked many questions. He was stopping, analyzing, and asking questions. I thought, okay, no problem. He has spoken so much. Let me give him prasad. So Jaisi, we brought that Mohantal ka prasad. We're giving him. नहीं. He was going like this. एकदम music है क्या? सांप नहीं है भाई, प्रसाद है. So नहीं, no. I don't believe in all this. Believe in all this. Believe क्या? खाओ भाई. अच्छा है. It's very healthy. Nutritious. I think वो सब health वगैरह थोड़ा tasty है. No. Well, his wife was sleeping. She was pregnant. So I told at least give Mataji. So then I tried to explain Ahara Shuddho, Sattva Shuddhi, Sattva Shuddha, Dhruva Smriti, Smriti Labde, Sarva Grantinam, Vipramokshana. Bhai, ye to kar le. Have this. Something will start in your life. It will give all auspiciousness. I quoted जितने भी श्लोक आते थे सब श्लोक बता दिए उसको प्रसाद के बारे में. Still that fellow was like he was on the edge of the seat. And Prasad ऐसे करके अरे भाई कोई रैट या सांप नहीं ला रहा हूँ. प्रसाद है. See? I popped one into the mouth and showed him. देखो ऐसे खाना होता है. Now your turn. अल्प बुद्धे जाओ. और क्या बोल सकते हैं? मोहनताल मिस कर दिया. अरे भाई प्रसाद नहीं तो स्वीट समझ के खा जाते. That was okay. You have the sweet. Why did you lose this opportunity? Yes. So such kind of people are there. Right? So there was a great king. His name was Ambarish. Raja. So Ambarish Raja, he had a brother, and that brother was Alpa Buddhi. So whole life he used to tell him, chanting karo, chant the names of God. Ambarish is great devotee. Chant, come on. He said can't. He used to say chant. He used to say can't. Are karo nahi, nahi. So anything he would never chant. So one day, as a brother, Ambarish Maharaj invited his dear younger brother. Please, चलो आ जाओ मेरे साथ. Come, we'll go for a jogging. हाँ चलो आता हूँ. And then he took him to the riverside. Without telling anything, suddenly pushed him and dunked him into the water. ऐसे होता है ना? So he dunked him fully. ऐसा करके. And he was not leaving him. So I will leave only when you promise that you will chant the names of God. Chant. करेगा? नहीं करेगा? He's holding. Okay, took him out. नहीं. ऊपर से डाला उसको. One. करेगा? नहीं करेगा. Okay. Will you? No. फिर से. 1, 2, 3. करेगा. Finally give up. Tap. चलो. Give up. Okay. करेगा? Chant. Hurry. छोड़ दियो. Go. Done. So then what happened? He dies. not because of breathlessness. Due course of time, karma ke baad he dies, and then he's taken to Yamaraj. Wahi to hona tha. So they have a big list of all the sinful activities that this fellow has done. They scold him, "Are Murk, foolish fellow, all these things you have done," and that fellow is standing like this. And everything they recount all his history. Pura accounts padhte hain. Hisab kitab pakka rehta hai unka. You may not remember, they know. They have track record of everything. And then there is one problem in their system. This fellow has chanted once the name of Hari. एक हरि का नाम लिया इसने, क्या करे? तो others were telling skip it. This fellow anyways a rascal. छोड़ दो, वो पार्ट छोड़ दो. इसको मारते चलो. हम तो very थोड़ा इसको धोते अच्छे से. He said no, I have to check with my authorities. I have to check with my authorities. So I'll send a mail to Yamaraj. So he dropped a mail with a screenshot. कि देखो ये हरि point हरि circled. हरि बोल के point है, इसका क्या करे? Yamaraj received the mail. Yamaraj was, his head was spinning. पता नहीं भाई, risk नहीं ले सकते. I think we should consult with a senior devotee. So that time Narad Muni was passing by. He was checking near GPS locator. Yes, so that just like Ola app is there, you can see all the cabs and auto drivers nearby. So he has app by which you can see all bhaktas going nearby. So Narad Muni aa raha hai, tracking aa raha hai, chalo bula lo unko. Track. So he called Narad Muni and said, Munivar, please see this. Iska thoda case dekhiye, look at his case. What has happened is, this guy is been sinful all life, but one Hari he has chanted. Kya kare? Iska mere ko pata nahi hai, I don't know. I'm not sure. So I think we will go to Brahma. Okay, take this candidate to Brahma. They take him, chal Brahma ke paas. So they take him and go to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji has 4 heads, more intelligent. His entire body is made of intelligence. So put the case in front of Brahma. What should we do, Brahmaji? Brahma said, even I am doubtful. मुझे भी doubt लग रहा है. क्या करें? We go to Shiva. Then they go to Shiva, Kailash Parvat. And Shiva says, yes, मुझे भी थोड़ा confused हो रहा है. I'm not quite sure. Let's take him to Narayan himself. बोले बॉस बहुत हो गया. क्या है यमराज, नारद, ब्रह्मा, शिवा, इधर उधर कुछ भी समझ के लेके जाते हो क्या? मैं नहीं आ रहा. He sat down. नहीं मैं नहीं आ रहा. आना पड़ेगा तेरे को. नहीं तुम लोग नहीं फोर्स कर सकते मेरे को. You cannot force. I will not come. He said, please चलना. बस वैकुंठ तक ही जाना है. No, I will not come. Then finally क्या चाहिए तुम्हें? He said, I will not walk. You 4 of you get a palki. Okay, make a palanquin, royal palanquin, nice सजा हुआ, and I will sit inside. You 4 have to take me. दूंगा एक मैं. चलो ठीक है आता हूँ. So then they put him in the palanquin, and 4 of them. Who all? Brahma, Mahesh, Narad, and Yamaraj. ये 4 लोग मिलके 4 कंधे पे they lifting and going, and they take him to Vaikuntha. And he steps down from Vaikuntha. He steps down to the Vaikuntha planet. He gets the darshan of Narayan, and then they all put forward their question. The senior most person there is Brahma, so he puts forward the question, "Oh Lord, he's done all sinful activities throughout whole life, but once he has chanted Hari, that too in association of Ambarish Maharaj. What is to be done?" He said, "What is to be done has been done." They all 4 are confused. कुछ नहीं करना, palanquin लेके वापस जाओ, खत्म. इसको हाँ चलो fine. They're putting him. इसको नहीं, इसको इधर ही छोड़ना है. You have to leave him, and you 4 leave. Go and do your job. बहुत छुट्टी हो गया आप लोगों का. Go back to your work. He says that's it. Anybody who chants the name of Lord once, also in helpless situation, in association of devotees, he will be escorted personally by 4 eminent and such elegant personalities to Vaikuntha. ऐसे होगा. That is the result that one gets. Yes. So such kind of alpa buddhi, it is a duty of devotees to inspire them to some or the other chant the names. How many of you have seen Krishnanand Prabhu? He had come here. I think only they have seen. Krishnanand Prabhu. He had come. I think not all of you. He has come to Forest County. You brought him. Agli baar leke aayenge. We'll bring him here. Yes. So Krishnanand Prabhu is very famous for making people chant and not letting them go. You cannot leave. You have job, board meeting, interview, कुछ नहीं. बिठा देंगे वो. क्या हुआ? क्या है? Yes, सबको पकड़ते हैं, सिर्फ उनको नहीं, सबको पकड़ते हैं. इसलिए जब वो आए मैं नहीं था वहां पे. हाँ, I did 64. I did in Udupi. I was in Udupi doing 64 all. But point is he catches. वो एक बार उनका नजर पड़ी, lock, खत्म, you are finished. He's going to catch you. So he came one day. He's very expert. So he would catch auto drivers previously. This is long back. He would say auto. He would come and say, "Tum कृष्णा का नाम लो. हाँ, मैं कृष्णा का नाम नहीं लूंगा. किसका नाम नहीं लोगे? कृष्णा का नाम लो. किसका नाम नहीं लोगे? मैं कृष्णा का नाम नहीं लूंगा. अरे किसका नाम नहीं लोगे? So he would do that, and that fellow was not understanding. मैं कृष्णा का नाम नहीं लूंगा. So very intelligently he made him chant not just 1, 2, 3, 4 times. In told, congratulations भाई साहब, आपका उद्धार हो गया क्योंकि कृष्णा का नाम आपने 4-5 बार दे दिया. One time तो he did limit. There was one. He was in Hyderabad, Muslim. He straight away went caught his daddy. बोलो कृष्णा बोलो, and that fellow was shocked. बाप रे कौन है ये महाराज साधु? God. कृष्णा का नाम लो. He was not able to understand anything. से ठीक है, मैं अल्लाह बोलता हूँ, तुम कृष्णा बोलो. कृष्णा छोड़ दिया. Good, go. He would like this make everyone chant. He's a sage, great saint in our moment. Very compassionate to make everyone chant. वो आ जाते हैं घर पे बस. Will once he knows you, he'll just come. It's it. चलो आज किधर? Oh, I have to go to Credit Suisse. Today you have to increase your credits. Krishna conscious credits. Real credits. तो एक बार उनका आपका घर पता लग गया, you are finished. अच्छी बात है. And you cannot, Mataji cannot go to cook also. You'll say, he'll call, बैठो बैठो, प्रसाद कृष्ण बैठे. Yes, he will get प्रसाद also. आज कृष्ण बैठेंगे. फिर कणव हो, आद्या हो, तन्वी साहब का स्कूल भी गया, बैठो chant. He is like that. That kind of personality. So very devotee has to be expert, daksha. How to make this alpa buddhi into subuddhi? Because anyone who chants the holy name of Lord is considered to be very intelligent. Sumedasha. Krishna Varanam Tusha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshadam Yajna Sankirtana Prayer Yajanti Hi Sumedasha. Anyone doing this kirtan, which we are going to do in the end, is Sumedasha. Medasha means Meda. Medavi, Medasha means one who is intelligent. Sumedasha means very intelligent. The most intelligent people take to the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. But unfortunately, these people are Alpa Buddheya. They don't take the spiritual practices. That's another meaning of Alpa Buddhi. But what do they do? Prabhavanti Ugra Karmana. Prabhavanti Ugra Karma. How many of you heard this word Ugra Karma? Ugra Karma, you not heard? It was very famous. So once Srila Prabhupada was telling, I'm going to UK. What do people of UK do? Ugra Karma. UK. Ugra Karma. So similarly like this, we had His Grace Vaishashik Prabhu in his contempt. He's a Prabhupada disciple. Where do you work? He asked. He said, I work in IT. Good. Indriya Tripti. Sense gratification. IT, Indriya Tripti. He was mentioning like that. समझ में आ गया? She. Hare Krishna. She got it. Name? Arvesha. Vesh. Related to dressing? Okay. Arvesha. I'm hearing for the first time. Very nice. Arvesha. Very knowledgeable. Sumedasha. Yeah, she got it. Sumedasha. Arvesha is that. He's chanting. Started chanting. Very good. समाधि में पहुंच गया. Yes. Hello, rabbit. सोच रहा है. He's thinking about Krishna very deeply. है ना? Hare Krishna. So what is this Ugra Karma? Now, Ugra Karma are those activities which lead to, of course, it may have some temporary utility in the society. These are all the wonderful background sounds. Okay, let it go on. This is sweetness. House program का sweetness. I was missing all this online. किसी का गलती से ऑडियो ऑन हो जाता था, उसमें ऐसा आता था साउंड. वो तब अच्छा नहीं लगता था, अच्छा लगता है. वेरी गुड. वो किसी सिस्टम डिस्टर्बेंस होता था. So Ugra Karma is it's a kind of, actually Ugra Karma itself is a definition. It means those activities which when indulged will ultimately lead to self-destruction. I'll tell you an example. How many of you seen credit cards? क्रेडिट स्विस के क्रेडिट कार्ड के बारे में पूछते हैं, मुझे मैंने कभी देखा नहीं, मतलब पोजेस नहीं किया है क्रेडिट कार्ड और डेबिट कार्ड। कार्ड देखा है कार्ड, ठीक है। हाउ मच यू ईटन अ क्रेडिट कार्ड? बात रोजी क्या बात कर रहे हैं आप, हम शुद्ध शाकाहारी है। Congratulations, you all eat one credit card every week. It's a fact. You all didn't know this? You all, including Sanatan Dharmadas, who's never possessed a credit card, eat one credit card every week. तो आप मजाक कर रहे हो? मैं मजाक नहीं कर रहा हूँ, I'm serious. Because plastic is such kind of material which is a result of ugra karma. It has utility. At the same time, it doesn't degrade. So it disintegrates, but never degrades, and it has permeated in our food, in our water, in the air we breathe, everywhere, as a result of which minimum one credit card worth of plastic we all eat every week. हर हफ्ते खाते हैं हम लोग एक credit card. वाह, अभी एक बाइट हो गया हमारा. This is a result of what? Ugra karma. This is called ugra karma. Got it? No? So you have manufactured such kind of things. Yes, again, another example of Anand Prabhu. Nuclear wars are ugra karma. Very true. Nuclear weapons which are produced. So people are all working very hard for what? To produce nuclear weapon. क्या बोल रहे हैं? तो मेरा देखो, मेरा निशाना तुम्हारे सिर पे है, मेरा भी. Same to you. Everybody is pointing. There is peace and harmony only because everybody is pointing nuclear heads at each other. मैं trigger मेरे हाथ में है. I just press this, चला जाएगा. So people are threatening each other. But this production of nuclear weapons of mass destruction is what? Ugra karma. Any other example of ugra karma? I gave plastic, he gave nuclear weapons. Any other example of ugra karma? Prabhavanti ugra karmanas. So ugra karma, the society advances. It's mainly because of the demonic mentality. Another ugra karma which I would like to say is cow slaughter. India is such a place. It is said दूध की नदियां बहती थी, and today दूध is something which is not possible. Last time also I was talking about गाय का दूध. किधर मिलता है? नहीं मिलता. Nobody will be ready to milk in front of you. They will tell क्या साहब कलयुग आ गया. They give an answer to me like this. क्या साहब कलयुग आ गया. Why? Because there are no cows. I was wondering, there are no cows, but how milk is there? And they tell so proudly, very very proudly. They say, शुद्ध गाय का देसी दूध, शुद्ध गाय का देसी दूध लीजिए. But if you analyze properly, गाय तो शुद्ध ही रहती है और दूध का क्वालिटी देसी कर दिया उन्होंने. Actually, it is देसी गाय का शुद्ध दूध, but they make it शुद्ध गाय का देसी दूध लीजिए. This is how they cheat, right? शुद्ध गाय का देसी दूध. So we're not having cows. And what is happening is many of the CNC machines and programming and all this stuff is actually made to slaughter the cows. Cow slaughter. It is said if in the entire US they stop the slaughtering of cows for 1 day, the amount of money which is accumulated can feed the entire world population 3 times. 3 वक्त का खाना पूरे हो जाएगा. इतना पैसा सेव हो जाएगा. Transportation, water, and packaging is सबका पैसा मिला के. It can feed the whole world population for 3 times. So we see how much of money is wasted. And people feed the cattle also and then kill. Cattle raising. So this is ugra karma, because what happens is the moment the cow comes on the land, yes, ugra karma is finished. Because cow will give panchakavya. Cow dung, there will be fertile land, and with fertile land, I actually saw in Belgaum how the cow dung gets converted into fertile soil. It gets converted into fertile soil. Fertile soil आता है. They showed एक पूरा कीड़ा आता है तीसरे दिन, and he disintegrates and creates the fertile soil. इसलिए the people don't want cows on the land. उग्र कर्म. They want cows slaughter. ये लोग आ गए तो हमारा कौन खाए? हमारे पैकेज आइटम्स कौन खाएगा? So this is a great ugra karma that's happening. Slaughtering of cows. And people are having organized slaughterhouses, katal khana, where they systematically they're slaughtering the cows. Ugra karma. And cow milk, it is said this is food for brain. The food for human brain is cow ka milk. And if cow milk is taken, it develops certain vital tissues by which people can understand Shastras. This is given in the Shastra. Without the cow milk, one doesn't take. Buddhi development pura nahi hoga. It's very important in brain development. And this is what is happening. They happened very unfortunately. Ugra karma. Another ugra karma is pollution. Now, who created pollution? Yes, हम सब ने मिलके बनाया उग्र कर्मा अगेन. टाटा मोटर्स was introducing me. क्या क्रिएट किया उसने? पोल्यूशन ही क्रिएट किया, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड. So we don't have, our land is polluted, water is polluted, air is polluted, बचा क्या अभी? Mind is also polluted. Ugra karma. Thank you so much. So prabhavanti ugra karmanas. This is how people are. And what happens with the ugra karma? Shayaya jagato ahita. Jagat ka ahit hota hai. The world is not benefited, it is degraded, and shayaya, destructive. It's becoming destructive. One of the main reasons why in Kali Yuga the life is less. It is not because अरे Kali Yuga हम लोग नहीं जी पाएंगे. It's not because of that. The main reason is we are not eating pure food. We are not getting pure food at all. Are you sure and confident what we are eating is actually food? क्या क्या है उसमें? Chemicals, pesticides, ये सभी है. We are not eating proper food. It's contaminated. All the more plastic भी खाते हैं उसके साथ. बस गया वो. That's a fact.
Farming is also
Yeah, farming has also become ugra karma. Now cow milking has also become ugra karma. They give you injections. So it's all ugra karma. Destructive. That's the kind of, this is the result of demoniac civilization. This is one reason. Improper food. Number two, artificial lifestyle. Now, sorry, it will hurt, but night shift and long shifts, this is all not good for the body actually. In even abroad, people value human energy. I was giving a class to devotees of US Sangha. They say we work for 4 hours, 6 hours. Yeah, they work very less and they earn a lot. They value. There are certain places where your system will not function after 6 hours. It says, go home, your family needs you. ऐसा करके screen आएगा. Go, घर जाओ. Go spend time with family. But here people are made to work for 11 hours, 12 hours. चलो और 10-20 हजार दे देंगे. थोड़ा और 2 more hours extend करो. This kind of artificial lifestyle, it really kills us all. Human body is meant to rest probably just 1.5 hours after the sunset. तो क्या बात करें प्रभु जी, तब तो लाइफ स्टार्ट होती है हमारी. What are you going to destroy? You're going to destroy everything. Yeah, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what the metabolism, etc. uska connection. And 1.5 hours to 2 hours before the sunrise, we are meant to be active. We're supposed to be having woken up, having taken bath. We're supposed to be in our duties. Brahma Muhurta. We're supposed to be engaged in God consciousness. That's how even the scientifically our body is made. Your metabolism requires you to be sleeping that time and awake this time. And if you live by this lifestyle, good lifestyle, then lifestyle अच्छा है, so one will have a very prolonged life. Dirghayu. One can. So we are destroying the life also because of ugra karma. है ताकत एक और श्लोक के लिए. पक्का? Online participants. जिंदा हो? They're all giving me their right thumb. Sure. I'm not Dronacharya. I'm not going to take it. Chalo, एक और ले. I'm taking it because this requires good amount of discussion. It's very practical for all of us. Normally, my 10 slokas in a sitting is what we take. But अभी ये section आ गया तो discuss कर रहे हैं. करना ही पड़ता है. And online to offline हो गया फिर से. आपको देख के आनंद आता है इतना. After a long time relishing, these classes in an offline platform, तो online participant बोले प्रभु छोड़ेंगे नहीं ना हमको. बोला ठीक है, ठीक पकड़े रखूंगा. You will all remain here, right? And you are welcome to come here also. Next, 10th sloka. So far what was explained was the demoniac qualities, but the 10th sloka will mark the beginning of demoniac activities in particular. What are the kind of ugra karma that people do? Okay, so demoniac conducts. 10th sloka. Kamam ashritya dushpuram dambhamanamadanvitaha मोहाद् गृहीत्वा सद्ग्राहान् प्रवर्तन्ते अशुचि व्रताः. Hare Krishna. Before I start explaining the first line, line by line, beautifully Krishna has mentioned, I would like to talk about marshmallows test. How many of you seen this video, marshmallows test? Very famous on YouTube. Marshmallows test. You know what's a marshmallow? वो जानते हैं, लेकिन उसका test. So kids probably just 2-3 years elder than our Anshu were taken in a room. Huh? Huh? Rabbit. नहीं बोल, ये दे ही तो माधुरी है. और घूमिंग आई. चल ठीक है. देखना marshmallows दूंगा. So they were called kids of the age of suppose like 6, 7. They were called, made to sit, and in front of them they kept a marshmallow, and they were told, "I will keep this. I'll come back. I'll come back after some time, and by the time I come back, if it lasts, yes, if it is lasting, I'll give one more." And they then put the camera. वो video दिखा देता है तो. So what the kids do is they watch. They're watching. The cameras are placed there. One kid takes like this. He's playing. Another kid takes like this. And finally, one fellow, so as soon as he gets it, takes it. Finished. Khatam. So they observed. And this was a test which was conducted way back in the late 90s. And surprisingly, what they observed was the kids who had more control. They turned out to be better people. Self-restraint, jinka zyada tha, they turned out to be better people. On the other hand, who went for the instant gratification, I'm not saying generalizing it, 99%. They had the test about almost out thousands of kids. But generally they found, ki those kids having the self-restraint from enjoyment, they turned out to be better human beings. On the other hand, those of the kids who went for the instant gratification, they saw that they did not lead much of a good life. The restraint जो है ये होना चाहिए, it should be there. There has to be a control on the senses. And people who have this control over this enjoyment tendency, they tend to grow better and they have a better life. So here the first line is about kamam ashritya dushpuram. This means these demons, the first thing is they have a great thirst for enjoyment, and their all activities are driven for what? That thirst for enjoyment. A thirst for enjoyment. Uske liye they, everything is driven by that only. So zara bhi restrain ya control nahi hai. They are driven by this thirst for enjoyment. I remember college days ki baat hai. So there were 4 guys, and these 4 guys, they used to travel from Trichy. We are in Trichy, NIT Trichy. They used to travel to a place called Kumbakonam. It's a beautiful place, and there are a lot of wonderful deities darshan, लेकिन वो उसके लिए नहीं जानते थे. They used to go there, eat one packet of bhujia and come back. 150 kilometers for that bhujia, and in South they call it mixture. They call bhujia को mixture बुलाते हैं. So they used to go 150 kilometers, thirst for enjoyment. इतना दूर जाके mixture खा के वापस आ जाते हैं, thirst for enjoyment. So people are willing to go out of the way for that thirst for enjoyment. Yes. COVID ho chuka. Just today morning, His Grace Gaurang was mentioning that when the lockdown happened, everything was locked down. But one of the first things to open up was the liquor shops. And there are photographs and video clips of पूरा लंबी line. My God, किसका एडमिशन कराना है? नहीं, कोई एडमिशन का लाइन नहीं. कोई देवी माँ दर्शन दे रही है क्या? नहीं, कोई दर्शन नहीं है. वो लाइन किसके लिए है? Liquor shop. Thirst for enjoyment. So people are willing to pay the price. Go out of the way. You call people, अरे आइए हमारे BYC आइए. प्रभु ये थोड़ा दूर है. Traffic बहुत है, फंसता है. Traffic फंसता है. People say, we give many excuses. But when it comes to this, it comes to other things, अरे no problem. क्या traffic. So मैं कभी गया नहीं, मुझे पता नहीं है. I don't know. To be very frank, I've never seen one also. मतलब
These people are so mad about it. They will just do whatever they can to get.
मैं फ्राइडे इवनिंग प्रोग्राम में होता हूँ. बाकी इवनिंग्स also I'm in programs. I don't get to see. I get to hear and learn from all.
They will not stand in the grocery shop to buy food for the
Grocery online, liquor online, नहीं, no online. Liquor के लिए हम will pay the price to stand. Patience, पूरा patiently खड़े होंगे. Otherwise भाई साहब कितना टाइम लगेगा, और उधर कुछ नहीं, उधर शांत, चुपचाप, एकदम शांत. Yes, that's what you observe. तो कामम आश्रित्य दुष्पूरम, जरा भी self restraint नहीं है. They want to go for the incident. And next day तुरंत पूरा लाइन लग गया. Gujarat banned liquor, and suddenly they saw increase in cough syrup sales. cough syrup का sales बढ़ गया. भाई कामम आश्रित्य दुष्पूरम, because that contains alcohol. So we find here that people take shelter of so much, so their every activity is centered around that gratification. उसके लिए you pay the price. Yeah. What is the next one? Dambha mana madanvita. So Dambha mana madanvita, and this is something about, for them self prestige is everything. Dambha mana madanvita. मेरा prestige ही सब कुछ है. Prestige के लिए कुछ भी करेंगे. Yes. So once what had happened, there was a local train in Mumbai. Local train की बातें. So one person, what he had done, he used to sit in a particular place. So in India, as you know, he put a kerchief and went to the washroom. And he came back, somebody else was sitting. बोला भाई साहब किधर बैठे, मेरी सीट है. बोला आपकी सीट है, आपका नाम नहीं लिखा है. He said, that fellow got hurt. He said, अरे मेरी सीट है, उठिए आप. बोला नहीं मैं बैठा हूँ, मेरी सीट है. He said, मेरे बाप भी इधर बैठता था, मेरे दादा भी इधर बैठते थे, मेरी सीट है, उठो. And he said, अभी बिल्कुल नहीं उठूंगा, जो करना है तो कर ले. And these people started fighting tooth and nail, you know, collar catching fight, tuft catching fight, कर रहे. And there was another person who told, भाई साहब आपका स्टेशन भी चला गया. अरे स्टेशन गया तो भी कोई बात नहीं, सीट नहीं जानी चाहिए, इज्जत नहीं जानी चाहिए मेरी. And they started fighting tooth and nail. And then this fellow went to give some सद्बुद्धि कि भाई साहब लड़ो मत लड़िए. दोनों मिलके उसको पीट दिया. The one who tried to stop the fight, they bet him up, bashed him, and they both left scot free. जो समझाने गया था, बुद्धि देने गया था, वो पिट गया बेचारा. So this is dambha mana madanvita. For prestige sake, people can do anything. I was reading this I'll Build Your Temple book by Giriraj Swan Maharaj. So this speaks about how the Hare Krishna devotees acquired the land at Juhu temple. So there was one person who was not vacating the property. Technically it belonged to ISKCON, but he was not vacating it. He was saying, this is my house, maine jaunga yahan se. So Srila Prabhupada said, ask him to have a meeting. Yes. This guy was too conceited. बहुत prestige करता था. Prabhupada said, ask him to call him for a meeting. I will talk to him directly, because none of the others were able to negotiate anything. He said, मैं बात करता हूँ. That fellow said, hey, स्वामी जी को बोलो इधर आके बात करने को. So Prabhupada went. Prabhupada was humble. He said, all right. So he went. And when he went, appointment लेके आने का, ऐसे आने का नहीं. So Prabhupada said, all right, appointment लेके आओ. So दिया appointment. So he came, but when Prabhupada came, he saw the stature of a saint who has been worldwide traveling and preaching. To respect to दिया. He made a very nice seat. He had everything. Draped. He thought Prabhupada को थोड़ा हम लोग जो है अपने बातों में फसला देंगे. Prabhupada came directly to the point. He asked him, how much do you want? बोले आप उनको खाली नहीं करने का है जगह. That kind of person he was. मैं नहीं खाली करेगा. Prabhupada said, I'm leaving right now. And he also felt bad. अरे some saintly person has come, he's feeling living bad. He said, नहीं आप बैठिए ना. He said, come to the point. Prabhupada said, come to the point. How much? And he just suddenly quoted 30,000 rupees. Now this is way back, long time back. And everyone else was like, देख इसकी हिम्मत, 30,000 पूछता है, हिम्मत देख. People were like that. Prabhupada said, okay, done. And everyone was shocked. Prabhupada agreed also. Said, yes, I promised Krishna I'll build a temple. I'm willing to pay the price. Prabhupada walked. And after all this was over, then this person sent a request to Prabhupada. He said, please, मेरा एक request है आप सबको. I want you all to take the photo of my father, who is late father. उसको फोटो लेके उसमें हार पहना के संकीर्तन करते हुए you all should take to my new house. And Prabhupada asked, why such weird request? And because I want others to understand that I am not kicked out of here. My prestige will remain intact. मेरे को यहाँ से लात मार के नहीं भगाया है. I'm very respectfully, leaving this place, right? So you see this for them, prestige, मान, सम्मान, ये सब कुछ है उनके. हमारा वहाँ पे अपमान हुआ है, हम कभी नहीं जाएंगे. Like that kind of tendency also comes in. So this is too much of a demonic propensity, which is that people are too much worried about this false prestige and conceit and pride. Okay, next one. Mohat grihitvad asadgrahat. Yes, mohat. Now one person asked, what is this moha, Prabhuji? मेरे को अपने परिवार के प्रति बहुत मोह है, प्रभुजी. I said moha means to be attracted by that which is not. Maya मोहित करती है. So mohat grihitvad asadgrahat means a person who is attracted to temporary things. Now can you all help me with an example? Attracted to temporary things का मतलब क्या है? Good. So once is this Gaur Gopalpur was taking a lecture. So he asked, how many of you are convinced that money cannot give you happiness? Everybody raised hands. The lecture. सब लोग हाथ ऊपर. How many of you still are hankering after money? They raise both the hands. Yes. So that is another meaning of money is chanchala. Lakshmi is called chanchala. Why? Because today it is there in our pocket, tomorrow somebody else's pocket. But still we are attracted so much. Correct? Okay, marshmallows test video is there, link is there. Those who want to watch can watch later after the class. Abhi nahi. वरना marshmallows test का purpose ही fail हो जाएगा. Purpose is control. तुरंत देख लिया, instant. That's another. Anything else attracted to the impermanent? Okay, politicians getting attached to their position. Yeah, the position तो निकलने वाला है. Yes, people still get very much attached. I remember there was one again college hostel की बात है. There was one. You get one hostel for how many years? 1 year, and then you have to leave. You have to go to next. So your first year close to college. Second year थोड़ा दूर. Third year थोड़ा और दूर. Final year थोड़ा और दूर. This is how our college system was. Yeah, out. Good one. फिर out. सीधा out. क्योंकि ये फर्स्ट ईयर में कॉलेज आता है, बंदा आता है, his attendance is 95%, 90%, और 80% गया था. 80% attendance, बदमाश, like that. और then second year आते ही change. Second year में हम लोग 60, 70, फिर जाके we know medical से MC बोलते हैं, MC दो ना, medical certificate, वो सब डाल के 75 करा देना. And then go to the next one. Third year we had a very good class rep. वो क्या कर देता था? He used to cancel classes on Monday and Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday में जितना निचोड़ना निचोड़ लो. And that all teachers were also very merciful. Yes, वो लोग भी बोलते थे 8:30 सुबह हमारा क्लास मत रखो. So very good. We had in NITs we could arrange our classes. हम लोग बनाते थे टाइम टेबल. बस उतने क्रेडिट्स हो जाने चाहिए. क्रेडिट्स फीस वैसे क्रेडिट्स. So we know 8:30 क्लास, क्योंकि सुबह किसी को उठना नहीं था. प्रोफेसर को भी नहीं, बच्चों को भी नहीं. Right? And I am happy I am able to do my rounds and chanting everything very nice. मैं भी खुश. I am able to do my bhakti nicely. And then what happened was, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, ऐसे 3 दिन. Final year में, you go to the college campus, you will be shocked. तू क्यों आया है, Professor Les? Why did you come? Yeah, no, I don't want to see your face. Come directly for exam. Yes, कभी नहीं. Never, no classes. First year में, we used to study 1 week before exam. Second year में 1 day before exam. Third year में 1 hour before exam. Final year में जाके पूछते थे भाई कौन सा पेपर है आज. What paper is that today? बता दो, नाम तो बता दो. अरे सुना नहीं मैंने कुछ ऐसा. रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट, व्हाट इज दिस? क्या आता है इसमें? कुछ नहीं, जाओ लिखो, हम पास करा देंगे. फोन नंबर डाल दो एटलीस्ट. वो भी याद नहीं सर, आईडी कार्ड में देख लो. It was like that. Why did I tell you all this? Mohat grihitvat asadgrahat. So I remember there was one guy. What he had done was he had so much attraction to collecting photos of actresses. So Hollywood actresses, 1920s, 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s 70s ऐसे कलेक्शन बनाया. You go there, दर्शन मिलता था ऐसे. देवियों का दर्शन. That's how he had made his room. I was telling भाई तू छोड़ने वाला है रूम, no problem. अरे ये शरीर शरीर भी छोड़ चुके हैं, अरे no problem. अरे they are all दादी अम्मास, no problem. अरे उनका प्रेजेंट फोटो तो लगाओ. So you want to see Moha, you should put before after. नहीं, no problem. So this is called. When I read this Gita, this verse, I perfectly read to. अरे उसका रूम देखो, जाके देख लो, पूरा अरेंज किया हुआ उसने. 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s. That he used to watch. He used to be right in the middle, watching all that. Mohat, Britva. That's all temporary. The bodies are temperate. When you are dead and gone, most of them are Dadi Ammas right now with all tooth gone, wrinkled like this faces. वैसे होंगे वो लोग, लेकिन उसने पूरा सजा के रखा. And then after that, he was told to. He fought with the head warden. जाके लड़ता था, नहीं मेरे को यही रूम में रहना है. And that is what is our mood actually. राधा कुंड तटा कुंज कुटीर. There's a bhajan. ये सब छोड़ तो कहीं नहीं जाऊं. So there acharyas are praying, I don't want to leave Vrindavan. I don't want to. ये सब छोड़ तो कहीं नहीं जाऊं. I don't want to leave this and go anywhere. And that's what he was. I was saying, my God, what is this? मोहात गृहीत्वा असत ग्रहात. ये सब छोड़ तो कहीं नहीं जाऊं. He was telling even after he got so attached to his room, so very possessive. वो बोल रहा था मैं प्लेसमेंट भी त्रिची में लूं और ये रूम ही मेरा घर होगा. We got so very obsessed with that place because he spent a lot of. It took him almost 2-3 months to make the room, and he had to quit after 1 year. 3 महीना लगा उसको. ऐसा सबको आके दिखाता था, दर्शन देखो, come. Just like we call, please come for our darshan. Jagannath ji है, अभी नहीं है, he's sick. But we saw, आइए please राधा कुंज बिहारी जगन्नाथ दर्शन देखिए. We come and show ना, वैसे वो आता तो बुलाता था, वो दर्शन देखो मेरा दर्शन please. My God, मोहात गृहीत्वा असत ग्रहात. Another instance. This was in Juhu Beach. Yes, Juhu Beach में परम पूज्य लोकनाथ महाराज was there, and he's a Prabhupada disciple, and there was a girl who had come, and she was very crying and asking everybody, क्या हुआ? And she came to him. Did you see my dog? Did you see my dog? She was crying, and then she was going. Then Maharaj remembered gopis of Vrindavan, and they were all asking, did you see my God? Krishna को देखा, Krishna को देखा. So person who is not attached, is attached to dog, will not be attached to God. वही होता तो गृहीत मोहात गृहीत्वा असत ग्रहात. This is what happens. And last thing, time हो गया. My God, we are over time and still your over enthusiasm is ever there. Everyone is enthusiastic. Bas finish. We just finish in 5 minutes. We started late. Pravartante ashuchi vrataha. They take 2 unclean vows. Pravartante, shuchi means clean. Shuchi. And ashuchi means unclean kind of vows people take. People have New Year resolutions. बहुत सारे लोग जो है अच्छे. Can you give some examples of New Year resolutions? Yes, I will. I will every day exercise. I will walk 20,000 steps a day. Some people say I will hit the gym twice a week. बहुत सारे New Year resolution. I will do dieting. Yes, and they die eating after that. Then anything else? Good one. Losing weight. Or kuch? Oh, I will speak in such a way I will not hurt anyone. मैं किसी को hurt नहीं करूँगा. Nice. This is New Year resolution. And तुरंत अगले second hurt कर दिया. New Year resolution लेते 31st December को, तोड़ते 1st January. Hare Krishna. So there are different kinds of vratas that people take. If you look at Satvik Vrat, the people take Ekadashi Vrat, right? What? Ekadashi Vrat. People take that. Then people take Vrat of like Janmashtami Vrat. Like that, there are Chaturmas Vrat. It's going to begin Chaturmas. So people take different kinds of vratas in life. But Asuchi Vrata means unclean vows. Unclean vows. So such kind of vratas also people do take. Okay. So there's a wonderful chat. Most of the resolutions are taken under effect of alcohol. So next day person forgets. तो वही होता है, भूल जाता है, अल्कोहल के इफेक्ट में व्रत लेता है, इसलिए भाई कुछ याद नहीं रहता उसको. Unclean vows. So asuras take unclean vows. What was the vow of Ravana? The vow of Ravana was that he would want to enjoy all the beautiful women of this creation. Unclean vow. Vow was, I will kidnap Sita and make her enjoy with me. Yes, he even tried. When Lord Ram's army came, he thought, मैं तो हारने वाला हूँ. So he made a fake head of Lord Ram, put it in front of Sita and said, ये तो देखो ये गया. Now you enjoy with me. So unclean vow. I will enjoy. मुझे सीता चाहिए. Very unclean vow. Hiranyakashipu's unclean vow. He said, destroy all the good trees, destroy all the brahmanas, yes, destroy all the yajñashalas, destroy all the gurukul, destroy all the cows. ये सब मर जाएंगे, विष्णु मर जाएगा. Unclean vows. So such kind of unclean vows are taken even by the modern day demoniac civilization. Like killing of cows, example, that is there. Yes. I'll just share this one thing and I'll conclude. One day, there was, see the impact of demonic civilization. I'll share this last story. So there was one of our devotees who was quite upset and irritated with the kind of, अरे कितना traffic है, pollution है, लोग कैसे हैं, India में, I want to go abroad. मैं abroad में जाके रहना चाहता हूँ. So he had an opportunity to be sent on site, Singapore, and he could choose to move his location. Sorry, I said the name of the country. उसका ही गुणगान करने वाला हूँ अभी. You heard the name. So he went there to Singapore, and there he was impressed. Or a first class flooring, false ceiling we must, look we must, everything coat suit, boot tie, hello, good morning, yeah, like that. And he was like, "Are see, kaise log hai, mast ekta." Then he attended the first class meeting. So meeting all happened, and he was like, "My God, मैं तो इधर ही रहूँगा." Every step, he saw the city outside. He said, "अरे क्या advancement, मैं तो इधर ही रहूँगा." After he saw the people all like this, मैं तो इधर ही रहूँगा. And after the presentation was over, he was given an offer. मैं तो अभी क्या अभी मैं मेल डाल रहा हूँ, मैं इधर ही रहूँगा. And then they gave a juice break. Yes, what they gave? Juice break. So they all could go for a juice, drinks. He said, no, I will not eat anything because I'm devotee. I can't take. So I will go and take some juice. So he liked one particular color. So he went there. And he asked the vendor, what juice is this? He tried to give the name of the Singapore name. Uska jo hai. He didn't understand. Then he tried to say the English name. Is it strawberry juice? Strawberry? No. Is it don't worry. Is it cherry ka juice? Pomegranate juice? Watermelon juice? He said, no. Then he asked, what is this juice? Then he called a person who knows English. He said, this is juice, which is the cerebral fluid of a monkey. एक monkey के brain में जो liquid होता है, उसका रहता है. And he got shock of his life. जैसे इसके live counter नीचे है. Live counter में क्या करते हैं? बंदर को लेके आते हैं, उसको सिर फोड़ते हैं और straw डाल के आप पी सकते हैं. देखिए, 4 लोग करके पीते. असुचि व्रता. My God. So the 4 of them were straw डाल के पी भी रहे थे वहां पे नीचे. वो चक्कर आ गया उसको, इधर ही गिर गया वो. He just fell down there flat to the ground. And he decided, भाई next flight कब है? मेरा भारत महान, चलो वापिस घर वापसी करते हैं. Just run away if you don't want to be there, right? So such kind of asuchi vrata. One good thing about our culture is, although there are inconveniences, everything, but this is just the tip of the iceberg which I've told. The unclean culture bahut hai, which is not the case in many places. All right, we'll pause here. Thank you all very much. Of online participants, Hare Krishna. We'll officially pause the class, and offline participants will have Kirtan.